We're back, ladies and gentlemen. The dream team, Aaron Butler and Andrew Ryan. For the first time in about a month, we've come back together. We've been away because of the festive period, and then obviously Aaron decided to fuck off to America to do some bits and bobs. And Aaron,
look, I just trying to live my life, Andrew.
Living the best life you can.
Best way I know can. Yeah,
So
we haven't did this since
we
the
haven't
live.
we haven't done this since the live because obviously we've been busy. So it's great to have you back on board, Aaron. I hope you're fresh and ready to go for a year of Cork in the North podcast.
Cork in the North with two of your favourite cocks in the North. And that's our first clip right there.
I don't know if you should have come back. Now you are jet lagged at the moment.
Oh, yeah, I told you when I came in, like I'm here.
But you're not here.
I'm not really here.
You're here, but you're not present.
Yeah. I'm here in physical, spiritual, mental.
Okay.
I don't know where it's at.
But you did a gig last night.
Empire.
So tell me, when did you get back from Florida?
Monday morning.
So you're jet lagged. Did you stay up all day?
Tried to.
That's the problem.
And then
when you come back from America, you got to stay up.
And well, here's the thing. Usually I do, but the issue with this one was I got in first thing in the morning, so I'm in at 8 a.m.
Oh.
And because of that, then you've got to go a whole 13 hours without sleeping. You're like, I've already not slept well and the flight, Aer Lingus, suck my balls, right? Here's the thing about fucking Southern Airlines. Is there any Northern Airlines? Probably not. We can't afford it. But anyway, fucking the most turbulent plane they were handing out sick bags because people are fucking.
Sure, that's not Aer Lingus' fault.
It is.
They're not in charge of the air in the sky.
No, they are. Here's why. The plane they sent. Because here's what Aer Lingus does.
Was that a little propeller plane, was it?
This is what Aer Lingus does, right? Aer Lingus, I believe, have two batches of plane, right? Maybe you've noticed. They've got one plane you get on that's modern, fucking smooth.
Correct, yeah.
Oh, it's got the TV screens, the USBs, the fucking... And then you get on the second Aer Lingus plane, and it's from fucking...
2003.
No, it's from 1990. Air Tours, fucking Airbus. They've just rebranded it. Like, my screen didn't work. Like, fucking the plane... it was just mangy looking.
But you got there safely. That's the main purpose of the flight, though, isn't it? And you got there on time?
I got there on time. I got there safely.
Who paid for the flight?
Not me.
There you go. What the fuck are you whinging about?
Everything.
You didn't pay for it.
I'm whinging that I had to feel like I was dying when I was on the... this thing was going for like a good solid hour.
But you were travelling in January. It's bad weather and there's changes in the air which cause turbulence.
Look, not good enough. They need to... I'm convinced it was a new start pilot as well. I can't confirm
new pilot.
that. Can't confirm that, but I'm pretty sure it was a first air.
We got work experience.
It was a work experience kid flying the plane. Andrew, I swear to God, the thing was so
Aer Lingus plane, Ryanair pilot.
Now look, if Aer Lingus do want to sponsor this podcast, I'm happy to take everything back. I will retract everything.
I like Aer Lingus. I'm on silver status with Aer Lingus. So I get the lounges and I get like a nice front row seat.
Do Aer Lingus have lounges or do you just get designated lounges from the airports?
You can get Belfast, Dublin, Heathrow and JFK.
That's not bad. Yeah, that's not
so you got back on Monday.
Got back on Monday morning.
You stayed up.
Nah, I was like, right, I'm going to stay up. Then get into my house. I'm going, oh, I'm cold, little boy. I'm all cold. No, because I was in the Miami heat. Beautiful shorts, vest, fucking...
I know, I saw your Instagram.
I was rocking about. I was shirtless. It was all good. So then...
You on Tinder over there?
I put it on, but there was nothing to be had, you know?
Why? There's nothing to be had.
There was nothing to be had out there. It was... Do you know what? What a phrase.
There was
nothing to be had.
I put it on, but sure, there was no one available.
No, what you find is girls over there are very savvy to tourists because it's Florida. So they know by looking at your profile, they're like, oh, he's in and out of here. I don't want that. So, yeah, it didn't really go too well for me. And I didn't really try either because I was there for a bit of work. And then I was in Disney and stuff like that.
You went to Disney?
Went to Disney World on my own.
On your own? Disney World on your own? Were you background checked before you went? Because that would look very suspicious.
I'm going to get one now after from saying that. I tell you what.
We have a man on his own around children in Florida and he's looking very excited.
Man's a loose term. But I was... Well, here's when I realised, this is sad now. Because I go into a Disney park, it's fucking music's playing. I'm fucking, this is great. Yeah, having a good time. Gets to about midday, and then I see a line to meet Buzz Lightyear, and I'm like, oh, I'll join that line. Fucking Buzz Lightyear, of course I will. Join the line, and then the line starts.
How old are you?
33. Line starts to move for Buzz Lightyear, and then what I realised is I look to the left of me and to the right of me, and it's all kids with their mums and dads. And then it's me in a no-need shirt, just like, oh, I'm just here to meet Buzz. And then the saddest part of it all was when I get, because here's what happens. What you realize is those kids in line with their parents, here's what they can do.
Make a wish with it.
Oh, I was, yeah. Here's what the kids of the parents can do. They can stand next to Buzz Lightyear, and you know what the parents do? Parents can grab the camera and take a photo of the kids. I'm there on my own. So here's what has to happen. I have to say to the parent next to me, I have to go, listen.
I've lost me kid.
I should have said that, but instead I said, hello, I'm 33 and I'm here on my own with no family today. Would you please take a photo of me with Buzz Lightyear? And they were like, yeah, sure. And then that's what happened.
And did they take the picture of you?
They took the picture, yeah.
Do you have the
Do you have the photograph?
No, I deleted it as I'm too sad about this. I can't put this anywhere.
So you, a 33-year-old man, queued up to see Buzz Lightyear
Yeah.
in Disney in Florida
Yeah.
with a load of kids and parents, and then asked a woman to take a picture of you on your own.
She took it really bad as well. So that's why I deleted it. She had like loads of sky in the background. Like me and Buzz were at the bottom of the files. Like, this is shit.
And those queues are long. Like,
Well, this one wasn't too bad. It was about 10
I would
minutes.
say you look like a kid that... You look like a guy that didn't have much of a childhood and was like released from some sort of psychological CBT program, and you were allowed to have a day on your own, and they were like, you can have anything you want today, Aaron. What do you want? And you said, do you want to go to McDonald's? Do you want to go to cinema? And you went, I want to go see Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah. And it was only when I was in the line I looked around me and felt like, oh, I'm basically a pedo without touching kids. That is basically what you are when you're in those lines. So, yeah.
Well, you got back anyway, safely.
I met
on
Mickey
Aer Lingus.
Mouse, though, too.
Did you? How's he?
He's good laugh now. I have a real good awkward photo of me and him that I'll show you. It's a good crack.
So why did they speak to you? Like, or did they just scream and wave?
He used to speak to you, but now they've got rid of the technology that they used to use. So they used to have a guy in a sound booth, right? So say, for example, you're Mickey Mouse, I'm me, getting my photo with you. They have a guy behind a wall who can control Mickey's mouth and all the stuff he says through, like, buttons. That's what they used to do. So you used to have a full chat with him. They had, like, 200 stock phrases, he would say. It was fucking great crack. Now... He just does
200 stock phrases.
He just does physical.
Get tough fuck, mate.
Yeah. Are you voting Sinn Féin?
Are you voting Sinn Féin?
That's exactly what Mickey. But yes.
Where's your parents?
Yeah.
Or your kids?
I lied as well on that one too. Because again, I was in a queue of people, and I just told them, I was like, my family's on Space Mountain. I came here. They aren't.
that's a good one.
That's it. Family's on Space Mountain.
Yeah,
And you came here.
and then I met Marilyn Monroe in Universal Studios. And
How is she?
Dirty her, but but all the better for it. But I got told to stand away from her. I think I put it on my Instagram story, but basically I thought it would be a laugh. Because you get to meet them and have a little chat with them and stuff like that, and because she's Marilyn Monroe, like, it isn't like a mask, it's actually a girl just painted up as her. So I made her, I go, Marlon, I came all the way from Ireland to see you. And she's like, oh, wow, so cool. And then she goes, let's get a picture. And I go, yeah, I'm an Irish descendant of the Kennedys. And then I thought that, now, there's people in the park, tears laughing. She is, like, afraid for her life. And then the other people, like the park
She's
staff.
worried you might get shot.
And then someone will cover it up. I don't do. But yeah, so then the staff are like, "Sir, please kindly step away." And then they tell me just not to come back.
So you basically went and spoke to Marilyn Monroe, and then you were removed by staff.
Yep.
Okay, so let's summarize.
33.
So let's summarize. You're 33. You go to Disney in Florida on your own with no kids.
That's right.
You queue up to get a photograph with Buzz Lightyear.
I did do
You
that.
ask another woman to take a photograph of it. You lie about where your family are. To then you to speak to Mickey Mouse.
That's right.
Then you approach Marilyn Monroe and you declare that you're an Irish descent of the Kennedy family, and then security ask you to remove you.
It was good. It was a good trip.
That is exactly what will happen on Aaron Butler when it goes there. Because when you said on your Instagram, I'm coming home tomorrow, and I replied, more like fucking deported, I wasn't too far off.
You're genuinely, if I'd stayed any longer, they were going to boot me out of the country. That's guaranteed. But yeah, it was good fun.
So you came back and you did the Empire. First gig back. But now you must have been fucked. You must be fucked, were you?
I tell you this, I'll be brutally honest here. I sat in my kitchen yesterday, like with my notepad and like going over material and stuff, and I had a moment where I was just shaking my head, being like,
I wish I was back with the kids in Florida.
no. Which is in a queue to meet Buzz Lightyear on my own. I had a moment where I was like, I don't think I can do this. I was like, and look, I could do it.
Are we talking comedy or life?
Oh, it could have been anything, really. Just the day. Because, like, I hadn't did a gig in about a month because Christmas and fucking being away in Miami and Orlando, just everything adding up. And then, so I'm rusty, number one. Number two, I'm jet lagged and tired. Number three, I've got no new bits.
Number four, I'm banned from life.
Number
for life
four,
from America.
Number four, I'm very upset still that I can't see Marlon Monroe again because I was a big fan. And so then I was just having this, you know, when you just, I mean, you know more than anybody when you have these dark moments.
Yes.
Oh, you know.
Yes, I
where
know.
you're just like, oh, what is this? Is all wrong. Everything's terrible, whatever. So I'm a little bit dreading the gig, but I've also got to just suck it up and fucking, because it's gonna happen. So I get to the gig, and then of course the watch that I use to keep my time breaks just as I'm about to go on. So that's great. So I don't know how to keep time. I'm like, fuck it, let's just go wing it. But I go up and had great gig. One of the fucking everything just sort of came
Packed.
together. Packed, lovely crowd. Everyone did great. Lovely room, and usually, you know, the Empire better than anyone. It can be a hard night sometimes. You know, sometimes you get a fucking hard room with it. But this was great. So it all went well. I'm back on the fucking
Back on the donkey.
back on the horse.
Back on the
Momentum's
horse.
rolling again. Stand-up's coming back. I'm doing Lavery's next week. I'm fucking doing all these gigs. I'm feeling better about myself now. But I was feeling real, just because I was out of routine.
I'm in
and out of-
Lavery's next week.
The boys are doing that now. By the time this goes out, is this going out this week?
Going out tomorrow.
Next Wednesday. Are you
Thursday night.
doing both nights?
Yeah. New material.
I'm going to try write some new stuff too. Next Wednesday and Thursday night, Cork and the North are taking over Lavery's. We've just found out. And so come on ahead. But also come to our solo shows. Because that's where the real magic happens.
I've added an extra third black box for me.
Greedy bastard, but love to see it.
Love to see it. Aaron, you've been sat next to me now for about 10 minutes. Have you not noticed anything about me?
Well, okay. Let me make some stray observations. Hair transplant? No, that's not yet. No, sorry.
No.
Not yet, sorry.
Have you noticed anything? We've not seen each other for a month. Have you noticed anything?
Veneers? You've got veneers?
No.
Oh, you got the veneers removed. Botox.
No Botox. Come on, Aaron.
I'm
Look at
waiting.
me.
Wait, I was going to say, you're wearing a shirt?
Aaron!
What? You're nicely dressed? This is what I'm noticing.
Have you not noticed anything?
Is it physical?
Yeah.
You keep touching your hair like it's your hair. It's not your hair. It's not your face. You're putting me off now. Are you moisturising again?
No. I'm always moisturised. Aaron.
It isn't the set, is it? You're
Aaron,
not making
have you not noticed
references.
anything?
About you?
The weight I've lost.
Oh, sorry.
Jesus
that was my next
Christ,
thing.
Aaron.
That was my next thing.
That was the next thing on a list of 10.
That was my next.
Then I noticed the weight I've lost. Mate, look at me.
Yeah.
I am fucking... I'm buzzing.
So tell me where this has sprung from. Now, here's the thing. I didn't ever think you were like overweight or fat, but look.
I have a complex with weight.
Over Christmas, we all fucking...
I went on a diet on Christmas Day. I started my diet
the most
on Christmas Day. That is the
Ryan
most
thing
Andrew Ryan
that could
thing
ever happen.
that it
You're
is.
looking well for it.
Thanks very much.
You
I
really
had a
are.
procedure done.
Oh, okay. Yes. Now you mentioned this to me before we started.
Now, I am going to be very cautious about how I'm going to describe this procedure because...
no, don't. Because I'm not going to be.
There are certain people who will watch this podcast and may want to turn this podcast off. But I want to talk openly and honestly in a shared forum here.
People wouldn't turn a podcast off about this. I don't think.
Okay.
By the way, I want people to just.
I have
Go ahead.
over the Christmas period, I got very depressed about my stomach.
Right.
I have a lot of issues with my stomach. Right?
Okay.
And it's been going on since I was a teenager.
Okay.
And weight has been a big issue for me. So what I did was, I was at home one day and I thought, I need to really make an effort now with my stomach, right? And my diet and what's going on and what's going right. Why is it making me getting really bad stomach pains? I've no gallbladder, very heavy stomach, very bloated, not processing food correctly, blah, 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 blah. So I went to Newry.
I mean, that's the place.
To a special place.
Get a gastric band.
No.
Imagine you getting a gastric
And
band.
I got in contact with this company who basically cleaned my stomach.
Now, I know you don't want to put people off the podcast and stuff like this, but I think it's a procedure that is actually more common than you might think.
Oh my God, it has changed my life
Okay, and let's talk through that day.
that day.
Let's talk through. You go to
It was just an ordinary day.
Is it a morning session, afternoon
It was
session?
11 a.m. for an hour.
It's a good time for it.
I went down. I had to drink loads of water before. Now, I'm a mature man when it comes to stuff like this. My mother was a nurse, right? So, you know, all this kind of awkward conversations about bodies and stuff like that, like, I'm kind of fine with all of it.
Oh, that's good.
They're professional. They
Right.
do this every day.
Yeah.
I'm a bit nervous, but I'm doing it for the good of my health, right? So I go down, I sign up to a package, I did my research, read all my reviews, did all the online Googling, like, oh my God, it's an invasive procedure.
Right. Do you want to say the medical name for it, just so people know what we're talking
Colonic
about?
irrigation.
Okay, and I'm not going to follow up with any funny jokes.
You were waiting for that, weren't you?
No.
You were fucking waiting for that
No,
one.
believe me, there's way worse I could say. But I'm being very... New year, new me.
I highly recommend it. So I go down, bit nervous. The woman's there and she's dead nice to me. She comes in, she's like, "Are you nervous?" I'm like,
Is she from the north?
"She's from Newry, yeah."
Brilliant. Michelle O'Neill. She's from Armagh.
It was Arlene Foster's new job.
Fuck, she take great joy
So
in that.
I go down anyway, and I'm a bit nervous, right?
Yeah.
And she sits me down. And she goes,
Your
"Right,
first
look,"
time?
My first time. She goes, "Look, Andrew, I had to go through the gallbladder, my stomach, the problems with food, and blah blah blah. We did this whole kind of thing." And she goes, "Right, this is very simple." She goes, "This is very simple. I'm going to put you on a thing. We're going to do it. We're going to get a thing. We're going to put that thing in the thing, and then the things are going to come out. And we're going to pump 8 gallons of water into you,
That night...
or
that,
liters. I can't remember. I think it was
It
8
must be
gallons.
liters. Surely gallons.
No, it was gallon.
8... What?
45 minutes of water going into you.
Many...
Maybe litre. I can't remember, but
Maybe
it was
it
8
is
something.
maybe it
anyway.
is gallons.
It was gallons, actually. Yeah.
Surely not.
Yeah.
They can't get 8 gallons of water into
No, but
the
it
human
comes back
body.
out again.
Straight away.
Yeah, so you go in.
But here, sorry, before you
It's
get
very,
into it,
it's very, can I just say, it is very, the dignity is brilliant in it.
the dignity's brilliant. Yeah. I'd love to see your TripAdvisor review of this service. Look, guys, gotta be honest, the dignity is brilliant here. Like everything else, you know, they do serve you
That's the
tea.
title of the podcast. The dignity is brilliant here.
Right. So
I go to Newry.
yeah, with
I
your
walk
dignity.
with my dignity.
It's just kind of just okay at the minute at that point.
I go to Newry with my dignity.
Yeah,
I go in.
Yeah.
This lovely lady's there, and her team of dignity people.
The dignity place.
The dignity place.
Yeah.
Anyway, I go in and I have to get changed, and I sit up on this kind of like, what you call it, like it's like a chair.
Table chair.
Yeah, and
Get changed. You put. Is it basically a wee gown?
No, I have my top on, but I've nothing on underneath.
Like Winnie the Pooh.
I don't think I was going to tell this story in the podcast, but you know what? I don't care.
Literally Winnie the Pooh.
Anyway, so we sit down and she explains what's going to happen, and she says, "Do you want to do it yourself, or I can do it for you?"
I'm like, look, I'm not paying you for nothing. Get to it, big girl.
So I tried to do it myself, and I couldn't.
Yeah, this is a man who couldn't even lie to get a CT scan. Of course you can't fucking shove a tube up your own arse.
So I had to call her back in.
Just imagine you'd be like, oh.
I had to call her back in.
Excuse me, if you any lube.
Fucking hell.
I had to call her back in.
Poppers.
Oh, yeah.
And she came in, she goes, "Right, are you ready?" And I went, "No. Is there any chance you can help me?" So she does it anyway. With great dignity in that. And then she goes, "Right, we're going to start the water." And I went, "Crack on." And she goes, "Now, what's going to happen is you're going to feel a lot of cramps in your stomach. Wow. And it's hot water, goes in, kind of warm. And I'm sitting there going, okay, cool. But as she's talking to me, she never told me she turned the water on.
Oh, so you're just, but you think, oh,
So,
it's just
so
normal
then
stuff.
as the water goes in, you just have an urge to go to the toilet. And then literally that's all you do for 45 minutes. So then she started to explain to me about bacteria, bile, yeast, all the toxins that are in your body that you build up over years of your life. So, for example, you know, sometimes you might be at home, you might be craving chocolate or sugar or craving a can of Coke.
All the time.
You've always got to feed stuff in your stomach, you know?
Yeah.
But if you get rid of all... I haven't craved any chocolate. Like, so... haven't craved any chocolate, any fizzy drinks, or anything like that.
I'm going tomorrow.
Anyway, so I'm there for 45 minutes, and she stays in, and she watches it down the thing. And
Literally
she
stays in.
She stays in and watches me, like. And we're chatting away. We're talking about life in where she used to live, her kids.
Should have done a podcast.
Should have done a podcast. Really. And I can honestly say I was terrified going in, and things happening, and it's all, and I'm getting feedback as well.
Bet you are.
About what's happening, and she's saying this is great. Andrew,
Can you not see the feedback?
You can see it if you want to see, but I chose not to see the feedback.
Right.
I'd
want a live feed.
No, I chose not to see
I'd
the
have streamed
feedback.
it.
So anyway, she then says to me, this is a very interesting fact. She then says to me, like, Andrew, your stomach, you may notice that we're not getting as much out now, is because a lot of the stuff that's been in your body for years, all the bad food, all the classic toxins. Now, your body needs bacteria to function anyway. And she goes, that's going to take a while for that to break down. So how do we break all our stuff down? We need to chew our food properly. We need to drink more water, have a bit more fibre, blah, blah, blah. I kind of know all this kind of stuff, but I'm not very good at drinking water. I have been all year.
I'm on a water kick this year, too.
I've been drinking loads of water this year. Anyway, so I left, and she said, fantastic effort today. Brilliant stuff. Back again next week. So I went away feeling $1 million.
Okay.
And I went home, and she said to me, you will be very tired. Mm-hmm. So I went home, and I swear to God, man, I just nearly collapsed with tiredness.
Oh, I would love that.
Right? Went back a couple of days later, walked back in, so excited. Because I could actually feel my brain energy better. My energy.
You didn't shout for an entire week. You're like, I'm
I'm
building this one up.
I had great dignity last week, So I go back in, and she goes, right, Andrew, now today's going to be a tougher day for you.
Okay.
And I'm like, right, okay, because now what we're going to do is we're going to really try and get to the, to the real hard stuff that's stuck. So this is like a second, more intense version. You're going to get a lot of cramps, like contractions.
How do they make it more intense? Is it more water? Is it like more pressure?
No, because you've got to remember is so if I go in, she's cleaned half my stomach in the first go. The other half was up the top, which is the stuff that's stuck.
Got you. Okay.
This is the sequel.
This is the sequel. So I go in again. Again, I have to ask for help.
Why did you think I've got this time, love? No, honestly, I'm going to do it this time. Don't worry.
I go in, and this time we do it, right? And she says to me, I'm very proud of the fact that you're taking in great lumps of water here. And I'm like, thanks very much.
Great lumps of water. The sequel to Great Balls of Fire. the original Jerry Lewis song.
Anyway, we get to the point. She goes, now, Andrew, I'm going to massage your stomach. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to start moving. We're going to break up all
break it down.
The stuff in your stomach.
Yeah.
She starts massaging my stomach. Oh,
was
my
that a nice
God.
Massage?
Oh, my God.
When
she was freaking out.
Oh,
she was like, this is the best thing ever.
Oh, really?
Anyway, I finish. That's all the detail I'm going into. I finish.
What you say?
No, I finished.
That makes it sound way dodgier.
The thing finishes.
She massages my stomach and I finish.
No, we finished the thing, like.
Yes, you finished the procedure.
Finish the procedure.
There you go. Say that. Full sentences, Andrew. Full sentences, Andrew. Yeah.
Finish the procedure. I'm not feeling very well.
Look at me. This was my fault.
I'm not feeling very well.
Right.
Afterwards.
Okay. Yeah.
I have the shakes.
Okay. Wow. Right.
My body's been through trauma. My stomach has been through trauma with dignity.
There's men that have been to war and went through real trauma. You had a tube up your arse twice. You're like, oh. Look, it's traumatic, but the dignity I'm feeling right now is worth this. It's so great.
We finish up anyway.
Yeah.
And I get myself dressed and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm not feeling great. She gives me these like probiotic stuff to take.
Lovely.
So I get into the car ready and I'm a bit shook. I'm a bit shook. But I know I can feel my stomach is very sore.
Right. Well,
Okay.
it would be. You've had all that fucking
So
stuff.
So I get home and I'm not feeling great. And I decide I'll have an early night now. And she said to me like, oh, if you're going to have a meal today now, make sure you really chew your food. Try and have something light. We don't want to attack the stomach again. Then gradually get yourself back onto your diet. Let's go. No, I have one more session to go.
Oh, so you got to go back?
Oh, I've got to go 3 sessions, yeah. For the
Tell me
full
when, I'll be there.
Yeah.
I'll hold you.
So I go to bed on Monday night at 8:30. I'm exhausted and I've got the shivers, I'm thinking
Yeah.
I'm going to be sick or flu-y or COVID or whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, I slept. Oh my God. I woke up. Mm-hmm. I've never felt this good.
Change man.
Just the energy. And also, like, the fact that, like, and I weighed myself. I'd lost a couple of pounds from it.
Well, you would have, like, all that
And
gunk coming out of you.
just sort of like, why didn't I think about this earlier? And she said, basically what you're doing is you're just giving your body an MOT.
What made you even think about it? What made you Google it? Did you, like,
I
look
saw
up?
something on TikTok.
That's the best thing ever. That's so funny.
I saw something on TikTok because I follow a couple of people who do, like, certain food diets. But apparently, this is really popular where cyclists and rugby players and soccer players get it done all the time.
Now, my friend has got it done before, but, you know, the way you described it, the way he describes it, like, it almost sounds like he's not doing it right or something, or he's going to somewhere that must just do it weirdly or badly, because yours sounds like more medically professional.
Oh, it's
like,
brilliant, yeah.
The fact that you're having, like, multiple sessions and stuff too, I think highlights...
Very reasonably priced as well.
Yeah. Look, I genuinely would do it, like, just...
But I just got to the point. But she said to me, this has really helped the fact that you don't have a gallbladder. She said, like, you know, you will be able to process food a bit better because your body's not as stomach is not as congested.
Yeah.
And there's no, you know, bacteria, the bile, all that kind of crap that we all build up through having takeaways and chocolate bars and fizzy drinks and all that kind of. She goes, that's all. It's all. And she said to me, like, go off and live your life normally. You know, go and have a, you know, steak and chips or a Nando's or a McDonald's whenever you want. Like, you're not telling you not to do these things. But I think every 6 months. I'm going to do it every 6 months now.
See, part of me wants to go do it now, but then I also think, like...
But it's mad, though, when a Northern Irish person is like, now I'm going to stick this. I'm like, all right, yeah, you're grand.
Oh, I'd have no issue with that. I'd be able to do it myself. I'd be like, look, have you got two? Because room. But, yeah.
Would you do it? If I put you in touch with them?
100%, yeah. No problem to me. I actually think it would be good for me.
I think I should give them a shout out, should I?
You can if you like. I have no issue. Like,
yeah, I think they're a great company.
You do.
Really, Inner Angel in Newry. That's what they're called. What are you laughing at? Inner Angel with dignity.
Inner Angel.
I'll give them a shout out.
I don't know how I feel that.
Go and get yourself sorted, lads.
Very professional medical company.
But she told me that the majority of our clients
they sound like a porn company.
Inner Angel, Inner Angel, Newry. They seem like it's near Raffer Island.
Oh yeah.
That area.
I know where that is.
But you go down there, you have to go to like these dodgy roads, and I'm thinking, like, what's going to happen to me in here?
And then she went down a few dodgy roads with you.
So Inner Angel, fair play to you, down in Newry.
Inner Angel for your inner anal. And they can keep that catchphrase. No?
That's a good one, actually.
Yeah, thanks.
But anyway, we did it. I did it. I'm proud. I'm clean. And I've got dignity.
I'm proud and I'm clean. Yeah,
so if you haven't lost anyone on this podcast, thank you for staying. We will pick it up now.
People love the real shit, literally. The real shit.
But I think every 6 months I'm going to do it.
But I honestly do think that's class. Like, genuinely.
But she told me a mad story. She said that when she lived in Australia, she's a lovely lady.
Many people, like, is it like a family run clinic or like is there?
I think it's husband and wife and a few team and stuff like that. Like, but the husband isn't there. Like, I don't know. Like,
I know.
I don't sit down and go, right, tell me, is this family run?
Well, you had a 45 conversation all about you.
The kid's training up to be an accountant, and they're like, "No, you're going into the family business."
What's the family business? Dignity.
You're giving this Cork man his dignity back. That's what we're doing today.
So I loved it. I must say, I feel amazing. And just absolutely buzzing with the fact that, like, it just kind of like, kind of gut health is a big thing, and good luck to everyone. And I recommend women do it as well. Apparently, she said majority of our clients are men, but she was saying to me, like, people who live fast-paced lives, right? When she was living abroad, she was working with people, and she helped out one guy who was having fierce problems with his digestive system. Helped him out, changed his life.
That's cool.
Next thing, all his mates came in. And there was a woman, she was telling me that.
Stag party. Sorry.
So, but she told me that she helped a woman who had 10 rounds of IVF, couldn't get pregnant, went, got her stomach cleaned, got everything tidied up, got pregnant straight away.
That's amazing. That's a great story.
So, and this isn't fucking holistic shit.
You're 2 months in, or
this isn't like holistic fucking stones and rocks or anything like that. Like, this is purely come in, sit down, have a wash.
The only stones and rocks.
I thought when you were talking about it, it was like it was because of like your gallbladder stuff.
Yeah, but
like,
so I need to keep myself on top of it and clean,
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean?
But I didn't realize it was like, common for just like
Very common
anybody
for anyone to do. Yeah, people do it every year. A lot of rugby players, soccer players, cyclists, all do it.
Can I also look? I'm going to say this as well because this is how I learned many years ago. It was the day before Gay Pride, and I was in a gay bar for some reason with friends or whatever, and all the gay fellas were talking about how they had booked in for their procedures to prepare for Gay Pride. So it's quite big in the gay community for them to do that.
Is it?
The clean.
Okay, lovely. Thank you.
Let's move on.
Lovely, move on, yeah.
Okay.
Good stuff, good for them.
No. But like
I want you to do it.
I want to do it as well.
Would you do it?
Oh, 100%.
Great crack.
Of course I would. Tell me all the details
I sent you.
after, like price and stuff, and I'll get it booked.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I just want to say I did that start of the year. I thought I need to look after my health a little
Can
bit
they
better.
not do double back to back? Me and you get one to see. Just me and you looking at each other in the eye.
go halfers on a tube.
Go halfers on a tube.
Go first. Pull it straight out of him. Come here.
Sean McDonald has let rip a fucking popper.
There's the McDonald's. You have to take poppers to do it. There's the Paddy McDonald gene
The
coming out.
Paddy
of you.
McDonald gene, they're coming out like that. Do you know Paddy McDonald isn't groomsman or best man as well?
Well, fair enough. I mean, you probably have. Do you have other brothers, Sean?
No.
All right. All right. But I'm sure Paddy's all right with it.
No, he's alright.
Yeah. Fucking Paddy probably doesn't give a fuck. Yeah.
No.
Do you know who should go for that procedure? I'm going to call him out right now.
Shane.
No, not Shane. I mean, Shane's probably
Had it.
He's probably
Yeah, he probably has had it, and also Shane's like very healthy, like super health conscious. I would actually pay a Patreon subscription service.
I know who. Mickey. Mickey Bartlett. Do you know what we should do? We should film Mickey doing it.
Oh man, Mickey, if you're listening
Mickey
right now,
Bartlett. Let's bring him down to Inner Angel.
I don't think any angel would ever see a level of shit.
But yeah, Mickey, if you're listening right now, I will
Pray for your son. We're praying for
in
you.
fact, I would pitch a BBC NI documentary just about it. The
Just
whole
to get Mickey
thing.
Bartlett down
Just-
to get a colonic irrigation.
Imagine the stuff that would come out of Mick.
I think a child will come out.
She wouldn't be misogynist, Tommy. She'd have a fucking pen driver.
I guarantee you Mickey will be doing it like this now.
Oh, 100%.
Get her fucking lit, mate. Get her lit.
As the bad bacteria is going out, Mickey's putting more in. Mickey's kebabbing, painting away. Oh fuck yeah, it's good fun.
Anyone that loses in the comedian's boxing should have to do a collogue.
That's
what's
the
it called?
forfeit.
I was going to call it collogue.
On the night.
I would take a dive.
Now listen, lads, I want to talk about something. I recently sat next to Van Morrison
Oh, okay. Yes,
in a
tell us.
coffee shop.
Tell us the experience. Cause
Oh my god!
did you have any chats?
Did a fuck?
No.
I couldn't believe it. I'm in Hollywood.
You were just in the ear distance.
Oh, he was
of him?
right beside me. Yeah, he was talking to somebody.
in a local cafe.
Local cafe.
That's what he does. Yeah.
Very local man.
Yeah,
Great
yeah.
dignity about him.
Oh, so he's pinged for a few procedures. He's pinged the inner angel.
Couldn't fucking believe it, man. Because I'm a big Van der Man fan.
Right.
I love his music. Obviously, I just love his music,
Yeah.
and that's all.
Oh, you don't love his political
I like his
stances?
music. I'm just there for the music.
You're just there for
I'm
the
just there
music.
for the music. And
Rob
I walk
Swanson
in
just-
anyway, and I get in a coffee, and I just hear his voice. And I went, "That's Van Morrison." That's why I actually thought for a second. I went, "Are they playing an interview on the radio or something?" Like I didn't know what it was. Anyway, I turn around and I just have a look, and I go, "That's Van Morrison." And I sit near him, and he's talking to somebody. I won't discuss what they were talking about. It's a private conversation. And but he's been to Inner Angel.
That's what it made it sound like. I'll not discuss this.
So anyway, I was like, "Oh my god, it's Van Morrison!" Like I just couldn't believe.
So you fanboyed a wee bit over Van.
I was in shock.
Yeah.
I was in shock. I put it up on my Instagram. Sat next to Van Morrison, can't cope.
Yeah.
And anyway, he finished the coffee or tea, and he got up and he turned to put his coat on, and he stared right through me.
Yeah. And
And
sang
we,
Moon Dance.
we both had a look, and we both had this kind of, and I just went, "I'm a dweller on a threshold." No, we were like looking at each other, and he looked at me for a quick second, but he's very small.
Oh,
I thought he was be a lot taller.
he's like, who's that actor? Danny DeVito in Penguin and Batman. He's like,
Really?
He's basically like, but he's also, Van's an interesting character in some. No, I've also had the coffee shop, Hollywood. Here's the thing: see if you ever want to meet Van Morrison, just sit in a coffee shop in Hollywood for long enough, he'll show up like a genie. Like that's just, you know what I mean.
That's what he does.
Honestly, he goes to all the local cafes and stuff like that. Whatever. So yeah, but look,
Where does he live?
He must live in the Hollywood area.
Must live up at Culloden,
maybe
Cultra,
Cultra or something like
Cultra,
that.
yeah.
But I imagine he has some fucking big fancy pants property in fair play to him.
Well, he's a phenomenal. He's such a talent.
But look, I'm not as big of a fanboy. I like some of the songs, but I'm not like obsessed. I also he's some age. Like
Must be, yeah.
78, 79.
Must be, yeah.
Like for you have to admire that he's still performing live and stuff like that at that age. Like anyone, like when you see like a Paul McCartney or a Mick Jagger or something, you're like, fucking fair play.
But they don't need the money. They're doing it because they just love what they do.
Yeah. Like
Imagine us 75, 78.
Oh,
Be like, have you had your tube yet, Aaron?
I'm on a daily one now. I've upgraded.
I'm getting my bone marrow flown in from Ethiopia.
Oh, that sounds good. Actually, that sounds like something I would do.
So, Aaron, this year you're doing. You've sold out your first Limelight, not Limelight, your Lavery's.
Lavery's first
put out a
Lavery's
second
is
one as
sold.
well.
Second one is on sale. We've sold a third of the tickets so far. So there's still a good few left. You can get those at ironbutlertickets.com, and it'll be a fucking good fun night. Do you want to do the second date?
What date is it?
May 5th, a Sunday. I think it's the week before yours.
Oh, brilliant, mate. I can do that because I can then sell a few more tickets for my show.
Yeah, fucking buy
Fucking buy
The no, do the second one too, sure.
It's Friday the May 5th.
Oh,
It's a Friday.
the
Sunday the 7th.
Yep, that one.
Okay, it's a bank holiday weekend, that.
That is. That's what.
And have you sold
good
many
date.
tickets for that so far?
50.
Okay, cool. Well done.
So there's still a few left.
Okay.
But look, guys, the bank holiday weekend. What else are you going to be doing? There's nothing else on at the minute.
Getting married.
Is that your weekend you get married? What day is Saturday?
Cancel it.
Really?
Cancel it.
I'm getting married
Move it.
on the day of the coronation.
That's right.
And McDonald is getting married on the day of the coronation.
You're getting married on Saturday the 6th of May?
What?
You get married on Saturday. That's good. There's going to be a fucking riot at that.
Yep. That'll be.
Especially for your first marriage.
You
Like,
should do a live stream of the coronation as you're getting married.
You know?
The next day.
the next marriage you should try and like,
yeah.
maybe do it like some sort of like try and do it in the summer holidays or something.
Yep. And yeah, but yes. So
I recently decided that I don't know what you're doing now for the new year, but we're currently like 3 weeks into 2023, right? So what I want to do with you, Aaron, and with you, Sean, is I want to hold you accountable to something that you're going to do this year. All right. So everyone have a think. What you're going to do this
Inner
year?
angel.
That I'm gonna. Don't be thinking inner angel.
Sorry.
Right, Sean. What were you going to do this year that we can hold you accountable for, with dignity?
Oof. I'm going to lose a stone.
Huh?
I'm going to lose a stone.
You want to? Well, would you believe it? I know somewhere where you can go.
if you want a cheap way
You
to
want to
lose
lose
it,
a stone?
if you want a life hack to lose one, good goal. Just a stone.
Aye.
Yeah.
That'll do me.
You want to lose a bit of weight?
Aye.
Okay, stone. Right, we'll figure that out. Aaron,
We'll figure that out. Here,
I've picked yours for you, but you go anyway.
well, here's what I'll say before we both discuss mine, because I'm going to have two now, apparently, yours and mine. My new year only started yesterday.
Why?
And because I was in Miami I've been in America most of this year, which is honestly true.
Yeah.
So yeah, I sort of, before I left, I was like, look, there's no point fucking starting shit. I'm going to go to Orlando here. I'm going to eat donuts. I'm going to fucking, go over it. So look, I'm on the water this year. I'm on I'm having that chocolate since I've been back, keeping off the sweets, and that's another reason.
Keeping off the sweets.
That's not. I know.
You're a 33-year-old man.
That's it. Like, I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I fucking like chocolate is literally my cocaine. So yeah, I was thinking like, basically, regardless of the health stuff. Sorry. In terms of like a good goal, I would like to hold myself accountable to. I would like to every week write at least one new bit that I perform on stage.
So that's 52 new bits then.
Yeah, I think that is an achievable goal. It's a good short, like it's a good
Short-term goal.
Not even short term, but like it's not too labor intensive. It's not too heavy. It's not too much pressure. Like anyone can write like a new bit a week. I would like to do that, perform it every week, and I would like to hold myself accountable. But that only starts this Monday coming because I'm still jet lagged and it's
Take the rest of this week off.
Well, no. I'm still working this week, and I'm like catching up on things that I've missed, like emails, work-related stuff, family, friends, blah blah blah. Getting all that out of the way, and then Monday, it's sort of that's where I'm going to start. And I've also started keeping my time more accountable because I feel like last year maybe I wasted too much time on certain things. For example, computer games. I maybe played too much of those last year, so I've cut all that out at the minute.
I thought you were when you said I thought you were setting up for a joke there.
No.
And you're like, I wasted too much time. I was like co-hosting this podcast.
No. Oh look, believe me, Sean. Fuck's sake, I'll never get the hours back from this. But yeah, so I think I wasted a bit too much time last year, and I would like to put that time somewhere more productive, like writing new stuff. So that's what I hope to do.
Okay, I'll hold you accountable for that.
Dude, you can come to me and go, what's your new bit this week?
Yeah, I wrote a bit this week. I wrote a bit this week that I'm going to be trying out tomorrow night at a gig.
Where are you
For
gigging
Sean.
tomorrow? It's very so vague.
Yeah.
It makes it sound like you're doing something for the CIA.
Oh, I heard someone say that they were there's a job going in the prison service as marketing manager, and I was like, marketing manager for how the fuck are you marketing that? Like, do you want to be away from your
That's
wife
great.
and kids?
Yeah.
Have you ever wanted to? You want to hang out with drug dealers and pedophiles? Yeah. Well, come to McGavry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. So I've got a whole bit now.
McGavry.
McGavry. What did I call it?
You called it McGavry. Already that needs a bit of work.
McGavry.
Yeah, that is good because imagine like just a marketing person looking around jail being like, we need to fill these cells.
How are we going to fill these cells? We start targeting,
too many empty rooms. It's like a hotel.
We got to start hitting people with disposable income.
Yeah.
25 to 40.
They're on like Facebook like ads going like our like cost per click is like through the roof here. Like,
They're doing
need to be
sales
more
promotions.
engaging content.
There's loads of good
Regular
money in that.
showers.
Yeah.
I saw the best piece of shithousery recently. When I say shithousery, but anyway, I'll tell you what, I was in Liverpool and there was a show on in this venue. I wasn't in the show, but the show was sold out. So these two people turn up at the door, and I just fucking loved the staff at this comedy club. They're just fucking brilliant, right? They turn up and they're like, oh yeah, I was wondering, can we go to the show? And then the guy was like, oh yeah, cool. Yeah, have you booked online? And the guy's like, no, we're just rocking up. Like, and the man goes, oh okay, I'm really sorry, but the show was actually sold out. And then the guy just went, we only want two. Only want 2 tickets. And then the guy in the door went,
Yes.
yeah, but
There's
like
no
there
tickets.
is no tickets. Like every seat. He said, no. He was quite nice. He went, no, it's sold out. Like it's not available. And then the guy went, but like surely there must be 2. And then the guy in the door just went, okay, I don't think you're listening. Like he got to the point with him. Like, he goes, I don't think you're listening. There are no tickets available. And then he was like, but sure you can ask me. No, because everybody in there knows how to buy the tickets because they bought them online. You can't just rock up to a sold out show and demand to be let in just because you want 2 tickets. It's fucking sold out. Now, he was getting to the point, the guy then wouldn't take no for an answer. So the guy was like, can you just step outside there a little bit? And he comes out and he goes, show's sold out, thank you. And just turned around, walked in, closed the door. And it was the best fucking business shithousery I ever seen. The customer's such a dick, like.
Well, yeah. Here's
What part of sold out do you not fucking understand?
I don't understand people because, look, if I am the person in that position, I go, hey, have you got 2 tickets to the show? And they go, no, we don't. I go, okay. I don't then go, yeah, but have you 2 tickets for the show?
Exactly.
No, you're not hearing me. I mean 2 tickets for the show.
We only want 2. Well, then, if we had to, it wouldn't be sold out.
If we had 2, I would give you 2.
But because the sign sold out, but then in brackets, still 2 available. Close brackets.
People are fucking...
They're fucking assholes,
They
mate.
need to take themselves down to Inner Angel right now and get the shit lumped out of them.
I genuinely believe that you should get that done, though. This is an interesting...
Is
I'd be
that-
very
is that-
interested to hear the feedback on this podcast.
Is that the New Year's resolution you have for me? You want me to go get this done?
No, my New Year's...
Yes, we never got to that.
My New Year's resolution this year is to...
For me.
to move to Cork.
Are you moving?
Yeah, I'm leaving.
Yeah?
No.
With you, I would never be too surprised.
I was down in Cork at Christmas. And
Yeah,
I
yeah.
really enjoyed it.
Good, I'm
Really,
glad
really
you did.
enjoyed
You made it sound like it's a hell.
No, I really enjoyed it. I'm
Yeah.
not leaving. Promise you, I'm not leaving.
All right.
But what I am doing is I am going to open a, how would you say,
Brothel.
an avenue.
Sorry.
An avenue.
You're opening an avenue.
An avenue.
All right, I'm looking at it.
For me to be reunified with the South in the next 5 years.
Are you running for Sinn Féin?
No, I'm running for DUP.
And yeah, they're opening a big
my
subdivision.
thing I'm running on is called Blockade and Never, Never, Never.
What? So in the next 5 years, you plan to be reunited with the South?
Yeah, whether that's either through unification through the North.
Hey, it can happen.
It's coming.
Rishi loves it.
Or go back. No, I just kind of got this feeling like when I was at home at Christmas that maybe I think I'd love to live in the South again at some point. At some point.
Yeah,
at some point.
That's understandable.
But then again, you never know what will happen here. Like,
yeah.
you know, like I do love it up here, and I do think it's great. But when you get up here and it's fucking, some days it's just like, you know, I booked. Let's tell you how fucking annoyed I am. Right, I booked a guy to come out to service my boiler. Okay, paid 50 quid online to this company. They sent me an email. This is the time they're calling at. Blah blah blah. I rearranged my day to be in. They never called. I then rang them and said, "Where's the fucking boiler?" I didn't say that, but I said, "Where's the guy? Where's the guy or girl that's come and service my boiler?" And they said, "Oh, have they not turned up?" And I went, "No, they haven't turned up, and I've paid for it. And you said to me this was the time." And she rang me back. She goes, "Okay, I'll ring you back." It rings me back. "Oh yeah, I can't get through to them, so I just don't know when they'll be." I said, "Well, I have to go to work now." "Oh right, well," and I just went, "Give me a refund." And she goes, "Oh, do you not want to arrange it?" "No, give me a refund." I said, "You've had your go. You've had your chance."
Yeah, that's just understandable.
And she was just a bit like, "Oh." And I went, "No, I'm not waiting around. Like, you told me when they were coming and they were not coming." Really fucked me off, that, like.
And that inspired you to move back down.
No, it didn't inspire me to move. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. But my point is like, you know, when you're in there was a few things happened this week up here in the North, and I was just like, this wouldn't have happened in the South.
But you know what? yeah. Yes, they're very on time when it comes to boiler service down south.
No, they're not.
Here's what I would say. Here's what I actually think about up north that I believe to be true. I think the month of January is almost a bit of a write-off for up north.
It is. I was out last night in the pub. It was dead.
Oh, people can't places don't know how to function. It's like, I don't know. I think we take like a month to get into the year, and then once we're in, we're fine. But
I think the year starts when the Six Nations start.
When's that start?
Start February. Second week of February, I think.
I've never watched it in my entire life.
You've never watched Six Nations rugby?
Nope, I won't. I refuse.
Why?
I don't refuse. But I'm just not into rugby.
You're not into Monday.
I'm not into rugby either, but you watch
Six Nations is phenomenal,
Six Nations, like,
Yeah. Who are the Six Nations?
Ireland, Wales, England,
Bangladesh.
Scotland, France, and Italy.
Who are the All Blacks?
New Zealand.
So they're not.
This
in
is
it.
Learning with Andren. Learning with Aaron.
With Andren.
Andren, yeah.
If me and you were to combine, that's what it would be.
That's crazy.
But yeah. So look,
We're going to get you started now. So, listen, first podcast back with Aaron Butler, start of the year, ladies and gentlemen. It was good to see Aaron.
And last.
What were you doing in Florida? Were you doing your corporate motivational shit?
I was just at an event where that was happening, but I was just working in the background, like making sure everything was like running essentially. So it was a corporate event. I wasn't speaking at it. I was just helping facilitate the event for one day. And then the other days I was on the beach in Miami biking, and I was in the sea swimming. I was fucking having, I was in Disney World getting thrown out. I had a beautiful time, and it was great to be away, but I have to say by the end of it, I was dying to get back, and I'm glad to be back.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
There's no place like home.
No place like home, and I need routine.
Ladies and gentlemen, Cork on our podcast, first one back with Aaron, start of the year. Good to see you. See you all next Thursday at 6 p.m. Sign up to the Patreon as well. Extra episodes with me, Aaron, loads of other guests as well, and stuff like that. All details are in the bio. Thank you very much. Have a lovely week.